Alright, what's going on, guys? Going to show you a quick replay in the ELC, AMX ELC, and this is on Karelia. If we can get going here, we go. This is on Karelia, guys, and this is, it's an interesting map to try and scout. Honestly, guys, because what a lot of people will do is go into this marshland here, and the problem with going in there is that you don't get spots really on anything but like this hill initially. So initially you can go there, but what I prefer to do, guys, is go up the north side of the map and get into a bush. Now, if you got a little bit better spotting range, you can try this bush here. I come up to this one and I get a little aggressive because it's only a tier 5 game. And I sit right here. And I'm going to speed this up a little so we can get through this replay, guys. And you'll see that what I'm expecting to find is one person running up this way. Because there's always someone that does it, guys. There's always one person that will try and run up and get up on this hill early. And usually they'll die trying to do that. It's a very aggressive play. And, you know, that's what I'm looking for. But the one other really good thing about this position is that you spot enemies coming up the north side of the map. And even if you don't get any spotting damage on them, guys, if nobody hits them, that's still great, because what you're doing is gathering information about who is where. Because on a map like this, you know, pretty much all people that go south are not going north, and vice versa. And, you know, on smaller maps, that might not be the case. People will relocate. But when you see who's going north, more times than not, the most they're going to probably do is retreat to like here, like this area, if you start winning the north side. And of course the same goes for our side as well. Most of us, if we're coming to the north, will retreat to here and wait for shots, right, guys? So that's how this works in my opinion. Now, in this particular game, guys, let's go to this exact game. The Lux kind of pops out of nowhere, and I know that he's going to spot me, so I get safe, guys. Very, very important to get safe when you know you're going to get lit. Just get away, guys, because you don't want to lose your HP, especially this early on in the game. Once you lose your HP, you don't get it back, so just stay safe. So now what I'm trying to do is I realize that they're kind of heavy north. Fairly heavy, because like I said, we spotted all these people coming up. We spotted the 14 TP, the T1, the Cruiser, and the T67. Or at least 3 of them, right? I spotted 4, but one of them was a Lux, I think. So we spotted 3 of these guys that came over this way. And now that I've gathered this information, I know that they're there, guys. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to kind of keep them lit. Now the Cruiser is kind of taking my position here, in which I would be spotting these guys. He ends up dying, he gets lit on fire, and now I'm, you know, kind of taking control here. But we get lit from sitting in this bush. We take a shot from the T1. Luckily, you know, my track eats that shell. But what I'm trying to do here, guys, is just keep these people lit. So you kind of see how this progresses. Let's go through it. And we get a little spotting damage there on the T1. And the reason why this position is so important, and the reason why I don't go elsewhere, guys, is because I have two TDs behind me, excuse me, and the LEF. So I need to keep these people lit in order for them to get shots on these guys. And more so, what it also does is keeps them in cover. So instead of attacking my team, and you'll see my TDs die there, instead of them attacking the team, they're remaining at cover, which is also important, because it kind of helps us get a little more time, you know, really to get shots on these guys. Now here comes the T40. I spot him coming around. He just is coming right through the middle of the map. Whatever, guys, is what it is. We're able to get a shot on him there, and spotting him in the wide open is very good, because we're just going to get tons of damage on this guy, really. And it looks like Artie takes a shot there, and people are taking shots. And now what I decide to do, guys, is I'm going to leave, because I realize that we're really losing this side of the map, and it just so happens that the BT7 decides to YOLO down the middle of the map. So that was just kind of lucky. We were able to clean him up. And really from here, guys, I mean, this is a close game, but we want to stay safe. I'm still at full HP. And so I'm just going to kind of try and keep these guys lit. And we're able to clean up the T40 here, I remember. We get this shot, and now it's 10-7. And just like that, guys, I mean, we pretty much have the win here. We have the advantage. I think we have the map. We're getting people on the hill here. and this hill is very important, and we have the advantage on this T1 now because we've got his flank. I think I might take one shot from the T1. I do. Clean up the T1, and now this is just an easy win, guys. I'm going to speed through the rest of this. It's another couple minutes here, and we're going to go right through it, and we kill the 14 TP there, and now we're just looking for the T34 and the Arty, and that's really it, guys. I mean, I know this is a very quick video, but I want to share this video with you because I feel like it's a really good way to take a look at how to scout Karelia, especially if you're in a passive scout like the ELC, and especially if it's lower tier. So in this example, I mean, you can kind of see what I did here, what I did initially, where I went afterwards, and kind of how I was adjusting myself to how the game was progressing. So that's very important, guys. Every game is different. You can't just do the same thing every single time. You got to look at who's on the enemy team. You got to look at where the enemies, your enemies are going, where your teammates are going, all that stuff, guys. So, you know, we clean up the Arty here, and that is this game. I don't have end plates for this game. I don't think it's really necessary. It was like a first class game, I believe, guys. 1,110 damage, 481 spotting damage. We did 5 kills, just short of Top Gun. And that's really it, guys. But I just want this to hopefully be informative and maybe tell you a thing about scouting on Karelia, because Karelia is a very interesting map, like I said. You know, very, very interesting map to scout on. And again, I'll just close on the fact that if you're going to go to this marsh area here, guys, you know, you could do that. That's good for initial scouting, but I would really recommend trying to spot, you know, this side of the map, really on either side, because what happens is if people get an advantage from the north, you know, especially if a light tank gets up here, you know, if you get like right here and this is the enemy team, you know, if I were here, I could spot pretty much, especially on higher tiers, like this whole area of the map, guys. And I think the same pretty much goes, if you can get a bush over here, you're going to spot this, like almost this whole side of the map. So try spotting on the north side of this map, guys. I feel like it's very effective, and you know, hopefully you can have a good game doing that. I'll see you guys in the next video.